Hello, everyone. Um, this is my fourth health update slash whatever's. It's been a long while since I recorded an update, about 10 months, I think. If you want to go back and look at the last two videos that cover the majority of what's happened, um, please do so. That way it makes this video shorter. I've got some notes. You'll see me look down and stuff like that. So, what's happened since last video? Um, we were on lockdown for a while, most of Australia. I spent most of that time just interacting with people, like board games and playing video games on my phone. Played a little bit of Minecraft and played some RimWorld. I spent a lot of time watching YouTube and Netflix and stuff like that. So I'm also trying to learn um, just general stuff around me, like washing my clothes. Still not very good at cooking. I get distracted too easily. Um, so a lot of that was happening, group interactions during the lockdown period when I couldn't see my doctors as often. Um, so uh, the only major incidents were last year were where I was actually hospitalized. Was back in the 10th of August, where I collapsed and I was drowsy and I was unable to communicate, talk, or indicate what I was doing. I was very confused, and end up end up being committed to the hospital and having a major seizure there, and they end up using some kind of drug that shortened the seizure out. I don't know if it was a sedation or I don't know what they used. And then since then, uh, I have moments of what they call aphasia, so which where you confuse, where you go to say something and noises come out, or you can't actually do the process of thinking to assembling a sentence to actually conveying noises that make sense as communication. So not long after that, which was the nearest appointment to seeing my neurologist, because the neurologists get pretty busy. On the 4th of September, I saw my neurologist. He basically confirmed that really bad seizure caused another acquired brain injury or an ABI, and it damaged some of my speech centers. So it caused another problem. So it's not as serious as the memory loss. Obviously, I can communicate, um, but it's definitely like further brain damage. So during that period, also had a change of medication. I had a, a Briviact, which is a common seizure medication. That dosage went up, and then he put me on a new one. I can't remember the name, but like Lee keeps track of all my medications for me because I tend to forget what they're called, like freaking long names. And those two medications over time have helped slow down how often I had seizures and reduce the amount of time my seizures go on for. So generally speaking, short time period is the best. So once it hits the 5 minute mark, that's when it gets dangerous. So when I'm hospitalized, I have been hospitalized a couple of times just for random things, and if I end up having seizure due to stress or overdoing it or whatever, the 5 minute mark is it's crucial. So, but um, now my seizures basically don't usually last longer than 5 minutes. If they do, they tend to be no longer than 10 minutes, but they tend to be very violent. Um, and yeah, so that's some of the bad things, but the good that's come out of it is that because my seizures are shorter and less frequent, I've had more time to adjust to my environment and do more things and uh, deal with bigger groups of people, um, which has been nice. I've made some friends online and offline, and that's been pretty good. To combat my aphasia when it gets really bad, I've learned some simple sign language, and often have to mime what I want to say. So, um, giving an example, if I'm thirsty and I really need a drink, it's like that. Auslands, you tip in a cup. That's food. Uh, Fatigue. It's not lower, but it's fatigue. It's like you bend your thumb and fingers down like that, and then tired, like sleepy tired, and I bite my finger to indicate pain, and then I hold up how many fingers or whatever. Um, I do now get like head pressure, like it feels like not a headache. It's different. Like I feel like a pressure building up in here. Prior to either seizures or when my aphasia gets really bad. There's they say that they don't really know, and it could be a complication of me being anemic due to my bowel ulcer and other situations that are going on. Um, so some good thing some good and bad things. Um, Also last year in October I got my dog, which is just wandered off, Buddy, and he's been a real comfort. You know, we basically adopted him, and he's an older dog, and when I'm feeling distressed, he's there by me, and or when I'm really bad, he goes and warns the other housemates, and that's been really nice and helpful, and I don't connect emotionally with people as like a normal person does now. The medication I'm on, it basically dampens my uh, the new medication is a calming effect, so it basically reduces the extremes in height. It's not an antidepressant. It's a seizure medication, but it basically it dampens the ranges. So I don't get sad. I don't get as happy. I'm pretty much indifferent to a lot of things. Um, I've had to learn that in certain circumstances that this is a situation where a normal person would care more than I would about other people's situations and stuff like that. It doesn't mean I don't care. It just means that the level should be higher, and so I've had to learn to express concern and stuff like that. And I do feel the concern. It's just that it doesn't feel as urgent or as important to the systems I work under. It's complicated and messy, and um, yeah, it can be pretty hard. Um, I've been learning things. I've been learning lots of things. I vacuum now. I vacuum because the dog. That's a positive side effect. Dog sheds. Go outside, brush him, so I get to go outside sometimes. I don't walk him, but I'm not physically capable of long walks yet, so that's part of the rehab I'm going through. Um, uh, some other good things. I really enjoyed Halloween. We had like 30 kids turn up for Halloween and all the costumes and seeing their smiling faces. It really instilled some to show that see other people happy in their lives. It really makes a big difference. Especially when I've got not many people to compare to what happiness is. And there's something just unique about childlike happiness. And then Christmas came along, and because of the big group thing, I went to my big family gathering. I was only there for 2 hours, which was pretty much my limit, which is pretty long for me. And my family does a really quick like unwrapping, so you don't actually get to see a lot of what's happening or who got what. It was nice, but it just felt too busy and too loud. My family's a loud family, so that's, it can make things difficult in groups. And then we had a separate one for my nephew, my cousin's son, and he's a young boy, and it was his first Christmas, and it was my first Christmas, and that was more relaxed and enjoyable. I really enjoyed that. Seeing the excited faces of someone, getting a present. Um, other than that, I had my birthday, which was a combination of my physical birthday and my rebirthday. So now I'm actually over my personality's over a year old. Um, so so that's all happened. That's all happened in this year. Australia's been pretty lucky in regards to the virus. Um, we've had regional lockdowns, which means we couldn't travel out of our voting jurisdiction, and that reduced the spread. And when there was a case that came from a different province, it was a mutated form. Um, we went back to a regional lockdown. We all wear masks for a week, and then when no new cases come up, the restriction lifted, and we're all good. Um, so we've been pretty lucky. My family's had operations and hospitalizations as well. Then and that's made things a little difficult because I can't handle long trips on the spot. I have to prepare for it. So that's a lot of good things have happened and a couple of bad things. I've just learned that my neurologist has retired, so I'm gonna have to spend some time trying to find a new neurologist who is compassionate enough and understands my situation. Um, that I'm not looking forward to that. That doesn't look like it's going to be an easy task. Uh, but what can you do? You gotta just power on about that. I mean, spending all the time interacting with my family via Facebook video call, which has made a huge difference. I mean, I didn't realize the internet was so good for that. I mean, during the period, because like babies can be infected really easy by the virus, and people are busy, and a lot of my family are very far apart, so video calls has helped with that. So um, just a note to because I've been talking to people on Discord as well, so that's helped train me to handle conversations And I mean, playing board games with my housemates, and we had we had a gathering of 3 or 4 people max, playing Cards Against Humanity and stuff like that. The simple board games, just get together, talk, and a lot of questions about me, about my memory, um, you know, how it works and stuff. In regards to my memory, it's pretty much given I'm not going to recover my past. Um, and that was really self-evident about 4 or 5 months ago, and I basically it made it a bit difficult to discern between my old self and my new self. So I picked a new name. The people that know me and speak to me the know the name I use. Um, and then I'm getting to the point where I prefer to be called my new name, but it's difficult on my family because they've known me 40 odd years, and understandable they struggle with it. Um, so it's pretty much wraps up what's happened in the last 10 months, and I mean that's just me personally. I can't imagine what some people have gone through. Um, during this lockdown, I mean, special other countries where the lockdown, like people I speak to, the lockdown's been pretty bad, and it's just want to wish them well. Basically, it's hard. It's been hard on a lot of people. Um, so that's pretty much it. I'm learning more about computers and recording. If it sounds a bit echoey here, it's because I moved to the front rooms of the house, and I don't have much furniture blocking echoes. So I'm hoping to get that fixed very soon. Leon Goff actually assembling a frame, like a thingy right now, and I'm hoping that will break the echo a bit. And yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm actually looking forward to playing games online. I'm actually looking forward to probably streaming. I'm looking forward to doing more art and craft stuff. Um, I mean, my parents just my dad just had an operation on his knee, the knee replacement. So hopefully soon I'll be able to go down there for 3 or 4 days, just get to know them better in their environment, see their house, and I'll spend some time with them, and my grandmother especially. Uh, yeah, it I was hospitalised a couple of days ago, but it was because I was fainting, and they didn't know, but they pretty much said it was blood pressure or stress or something. I don't know what the situation is, but I was hoping to see my neurologist, and then we found out he's retired. So I'll talk to my GP soon, and we'll sort something out. That's it. That's it. It's generally been a good year. Generally been a good year. I mean, I can't really complain. Can't really complain. I like to regain some knowledge, but simply don't care enough about it, and I just want to move on and recover and um do something, do something with uh you know. No, I've already talked long enough. So what I'll do is I'll say goodbye now, and to my family members who I have not met. I know there is it's hard to, because like usually you guys all get together once for birthdays or big events or like Easter or something like that. I can't do those, but I'm now available to be called. Um, I will answer my phone, so I'm not as aloof as I used to be. Um, and those who don't know, have my number or can't get hold of me, I'm on Facebook. On contact my parents if you don't know my phone number. And I look forward to speaking to you. If not, well, it's okay too. I understand. People have their own lives to live. So thank you very much, and hopefully next time I'll be playing video games on the channel and having some fun. All right, take care.